NERDSoul.
Woo! Ha ha! Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of Gaming and Talk Shop. Sitting here kicking it on some Streets of Rage, and you know, these people are ex-cops, ex-cops, whatever, you know what I'm saying, out there vigilanteing. And I just realized that I never talked about Felipe Smith's death metal zombie cop. It's a mouthful, but yo, that joint is crazy. Now, before we get started into this joint is not for kids. This comic book is not for kids. Parental advisory, of course, but I wanted to talk about how dope it was because this is a book that I have actually gone through 3 times and just realized like, yo, I don't think I ever did a video on this and shared my love for this. First of all, Felipe Smith got up on his work by Leishawn Thomas. You know, People Chew and stuff like that. I loved his run on Ghost Rider. There's like one more trade that I don't have of his, but this is his creator-owned project. Birth of a Nightmare, you know, DMZC. And when it came out, you know, I had to cop it. And I got the digital joint. And the cool thing about this book is that it is just so stylistic. The colors, the lines, and what it's about. It's very weird and unique in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's like you check this out and you're like, okay, hold up, death metal zombie cop, what? But it has all of the elements of kind of like fish out of water, horror story, of course, zombie, you know, it has a lot of different elements in there that are just great. You know, you follow this, you follow Rhonda and this new kid, Marco. They're cops. Marco is a new recruit. You know, he's like a little rookie in LAPD. Rhonda's like the old school. You know what I'm saying? She's been a cop for a minute, and basically it's a ride along. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, what could go wrong on a ride along, right? Well, a whole lot. But during this ride along, you do get to see kind of like the mentality of both officers. You can see how, you know, the fresh-faced officers, like, you know, wanting to do, you know, community policing like you should be. And Rhonda is like, nah, son, look, call me Officer Riley, and I ain't trying to do no community policing. But it's an interesting meeting of the minds during the night because on their side, it's a regular ride-along, you know, couple, you know, maybe noise disturbances, whatever. But on the other side of town, you know, there's this zombie cop that is awakened and kind of starts recreating or reconstituting his body by, of course, consuming others. And it's full of comedy. It's full of like gore and body horror, and it is well done. There is very little I can say about this book that should deter you, except your age. If you're old enough and you're into like horror comedy, check this book out, man. I can't wait to get more from this. This is killer. Like, look at some of these pages, especially one in particular. Like you see the zombie. He's kind of like getting, you know, coffee and donuts, and you see him charge up and become even stronger and stronger, and just like the lines, the kinetic energy of the way Felipe Smith does his work is incredible. Also, the banter, well, or maybe lack thereof, the more straight talk and semi-disdain between Officer Riley and Marco is very telling of kind of like the two, I guess you could say, eras of policing, or the two different, you know, generations that they came up in. And kind of like where, you know, you see he has the cool hair, and you can see she is very straightforward, you know, clean cut. She said something like, if you want to skate, you try out for the X Games, not the LAPD. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he was trying to, you know, get along with some kids and stuff. So I thought that was I thought that was interesting where she is like, look, do not even think about coloring outside the lines. And the cool thing here is we are privy to the information that they aren't, and you know it's about to go down. Like you got the death metal zombie cop, dude go in the water, get his car and stuff. You know, he got a whole outfit and the suit in the trunk, and every step of the way he's powering up more and more. And it leaves you on some, yo, hold up, what's about to happen next? Because this dude ain't no joke. Like, there's a shootout scene in this, which is crazy. And it is, yo, it is definitely a sight for sore eyes. And I love this art, man. I love this art. I love this book. I think it's great. You guys should check it out. Death Metal Zombie Cop, search it up. You know what I'm saying? It is not hard to find. But Felipe Smith, man, he is that dude. He's been on the channel a couple of times, friend of the show. Awesome human being, and love this artwork. The colors, the lines, all that. Just incredible. So I just wanted to stop and let y'all know, like, yo, y'all need to read this or check it out if you haven't. If you have, holla at me down in them comments. Let's talk about Death Metal Zombie Cop, because I really, really love Birth of a Nightmare, because I've gone through it numerous times. Of course, the writer, artist, colorist, letterer, all that stuff is Felipe Smith. So big shout out to him, man. He's sitting on some dope stuff. I'd love to see more books. I'd love to see an animated series. I'd love to see a live action series. Death Metal Zombie Cop is it. So guys, of course, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you down in the comments. Let's talk Death Metal Zombie Cop. If you're old enough, because there's some stuff in this book that I could not show you. But of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. And until next time, from me to you, I'm saying thanks for watching. Check out some comics, and of course, peace.